Okay, we're looking at a Spartan chassis 2013 DEF level system problems with the sensor, the level sensor. So Spartan no longer sells the single level sensor to purchase to replace. They sell you a whole head unit. The whole head unit's like $2,000. I think it's like 1,500 US or 1,200 US. It depends. Like, everybody's selling these things for crazy amount of money, and all it is a potentiometer. So I'm going to show you what I've done to correct this DEF level problem. It's a stopgap solution till customers can find a level sensor at a reasonable price. So here I'm showing you the DEF level showing half full. There's 2 bars. Now I'm going to go down to my box because it's currently hooked up to a bypass, a diagnostic tool. I'm going to show you what I've done. So there's no faults on the dash. The only fault is check message, and that's because we got low air in the truck. The truck's being worked on, it's ripped apart. So you can see my DEF levels at 50%, or at least it shows 2 bars. Now, on the Insight, it shows no faults in the ECM, and it's showing at 38% full. So you can see my DEF temperature is at 68 Fahrenheit, and the level is 38%. So now I'm at the batteries. Underneath here is a DEF level sensor. This is the harness coming out of the truck side. This connector down here is the DEF level sensor that's currently in the tank. Here is the DEF level harness. What I have done is I've disconnected the original tank. I've removed the 2 wires on the back side. There's 5 wires in total here. So you can see there's 2 wires missing. Those are the temperature senders. So it uses 2 white wires for temperature sending and a yellow, black, and red for 5 volt supply 3 wire level sensor, which requires a resistance. That resistance is available through Shaw. It took me some time to find it. So here's my bypass tool. Now all it is a waterproof container with a single pot with a certain resistance value put into it. Now if I rotate this to full, just very slightly, and I'll go back to the computer. I didn't get it quite there, but we're at 55%. So if I continue to crank it a bit more, now I'm currently at 80% and there's no faults. So what I'm showing you, and there, the system just refreshed, so you can see there's no faults being generated. If I go beyond the resistance limit and my signal voltage goes out of range, it will log a fault, whether it's shorted high or low. Currently, I have my wire hooked up to the signal to see what is being delivered to the engine, this computer, or the DEF controller. So if I look at my thing, my meter, I'm showing 0.556554. It fluctuates a bit, but that's what the engine DCU module, or the diesel emissions or diesel fluid controller, the DEF controller, which is, by the way, right here. This is a Bosch DEF controller for CM2250 engine modules. This is not the quality sensor that's a CAN bus sensor with software that requires a little more knowledge on the system to bypass. This is a simple device that is used to bypass the existing level sensor that's down in the tank. So I go back to my tool and I rotate this towards empty very slowly. If I go too fast, it glitches out and causes a fault. You can see there 21%. If I can, I'll bring the laptop over there. I can't, it won't reach. So here you can see me manipulating it. 20, 17, let's go the other way. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24. So we'll crank it all the way to full. Oh, I lost communication. That does happen. That's a laptop issue. So I gotta reconnect. No big deal. I think I created a fault though. That's because my pot is out of range right now. I need to get a correct resistor so that it's within a better range. So you can see, because I cranked it too fast, I got a shorted low fault. Currently it's showing it at 50%, but even though it logged this fault, it went inactive right away because the system is seeing what it wants to see. It's not like you're stuck on the side of the road wishing you had a level sensor with you, because now you're in D rate. This is not in D rate. So there, I cranked her up to 97%, 96. So if I went back to my device here, and if I locked that knob at full, you would never have a DEF problem with the level sensor. It is currently bypassed. The thermistor for temperature on the Spartan chassis, whether it's a motorhome, fire truck, whatever, you just remove the two wires from this connector. You remove the two wires, you install the two wires in my connection that I provide with the box, which is right here. This is the jumper that I made. This is a weather pack connector. They're relatively easy to get and they're easy to work on. Unfortunately though, when the customer purchases it, they're gonna have to get one of these tools. This tool goes inside the pin and releases the pin so you can take it out and swap it out. This is the best way to do it. In fact, when you used to buy the old style sensors, it would come with this tool and you would do exactly what I did here to make this work. Except you don't pay $2,000. I'm gonna sell this device for 150 bucks. Quite simple. And there you go. This is for vehicles 2011 to 2013 with the analog style DEF level sensor. This is not the ridiculously priced $3,000 quality sensor. That is for 2016 vehicles and up. This is for the first generation of level sensors, which I'm being told by my customers they cannot get. So this is my solution or workaround till companies start producing these at a reasonable price and not getting ripped off. 96% inactive faults. So if I cleared the faults, so you're the customer, you just purchased this, you plugged it in, you set it to where I marked it on the pot. This is what you would be doing. It's always best to have a scan tool to reset. Plug it off. Wait 30 seconds. We'll just clear this fault so everyone can see that when the truck is re-keyed on, there will be no faults and it will currently read at 96%. So just like the CAN bus style, or a smart sensor, the driver will not have an accurate level. You will have to top it off. Keys back on. The buzzard again is for low air, as the truck has no air in it. No faults in ECM. We're currently at 96%. Everything's happy. So I'll just shut this down and refresh it for everybody. Go back to faults. No faults in engine. There you go. This is a simple workaround until you can get the right components at a reasonable cost. Thanks for your time.